there I was, a wee lad of 11 or so, playing my games, doing my thing, hanging out with the homies, running around, basketball, hide and go seek in the dark, coming home when the lights come on, right? No external stimulation other than my mind and my immediate surroundings. A gust of wind would blow. It would be cold, the first cold gust of wind all year, and I would know in my heart and soul that Halloween was coming. And this happened to me a couple weeks ago. I'm sitting there, I'm just in the garden. I was in the greenhouse here in the greenhouse actually, and a gust of wind blew, a lot like the wind that's blowing right now as we speak. A lot like this one. And it was cold, and I thought, Halloween. Right? I'm making this video for this reason. I've been doing my meditation. As you guys know, I've been on my meditation. We've been doing our videos. We've been on our spiritual upkeep, on our awareness upkeep every morning, manifesting in the mornings. And this is what happens. Awareness isn't just like, oh, I'm going to manifest a car, or I'm going to reach enlightenment, or I'm going to find my soulmate, or my twin flame, or whatever the hell the kids are doing these days. It's not about any of that, man. It's about being acutely aware of the small, subtle stimulations in our world that give so much richness and depth. You know what I know? Yeah. So I like video games. It's something like StarCraft, strategy games. I don't know if you guys are into video games. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. But I like playing RTS games. You know, you build up your base and you're super... Anyways, playing these video games day in and day out. And when I look back on the week, I realize I don't have many memories. Like any memories. Like no emotional stamps for the previous week. If I've been playing a lot of video games or on the computer a lot, or just doing a lot of... just disappearing out of the world, out of my here and now, and into something else. Not that that's good or bad, just it is what it is. And with this is what we've learned. What I've learned is, if I can have more emotional timestamps throughout the day, I have more memories. Right? That's what a memory is. A memory is an emotional timestamp. Like, you think back of the days in your at university, or days in middle school, or childhood days, there's always an emotion, whether it's sadness, it's anger, it's nostalgia, it's melancholy, it's something, it's anxiety, whatever it is. As long as it's a heavy emotional stamp, you're going to make a memory for it. And the more memories you have, the more rich your life is. It feels, it seems. What did you eat yesterday for breakfast? I have no idea, because your breakfast yesterday morning was not substantial. If yesterday morning you harvested friggin' grains and pumpkins and squash from the garden and cucumbers and made a salad with the homegrowns and grinded up coriander seed inside of your soup that you grew, like, in other words, if you were more involved physically, emotionally, spiritually with the thing that you did, you will have an emotional time stamp that you can go back on, and you can revisit and be like, oh, wasn't that wonderful? That's why we meditate. That's why we become more aware. Not for the car comes, the enlightenment comes. We are destined for the highest of highs. That'll get there sooner or later. But in the meantime, what does it mean if when you look back you have no memories, if you have no connection with the things that you did, if you never felt anything? Like when I was a child, and I was on a dead sprint. I remember I was running after the homie. I found him, or maybe her. I found her. I was running. I was like, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. And the breeze hit me, and I stopped there in my tracks. I stopped right there, and I looked around, and I thought, damn. And I just got that again. I've been getting it every day, like, oh, this or oh, that, or oh, I'm just sinking into the moments. I'm sinking into the moments as they come, blissfully, sincerely. And why is this important? Why is this important? What, at least for me, I've been having these thoughts, man, starting probably all throughout my 20s, where Why don't I feel shit like I used to? Why doesn't Halloween feel like Halloween? Why doesn't Christmas feel like Christmas? Oh, it's because of the presents. It's because of the toys. Oh, it's consumerism. Oh, the world sucks. Capitalism. Like, it's all, you know what I mean? It was none of that. It's not capitalism. It's not consumerism. It's not egotism. It's not any of that bullshit. It's none of that. It's none of that. It's simply, it was my inability to just sink into moments. And you can sink into a moment when you're walking through hell, and you can sink into a moment when you're walking through heaven. There's points in my life where it was hell, and I'm still able to look back on it and be like, yeah, it was awful, but there's something about it where it's like nostalgic. Like I can imagine when I die and I'm looking at my life in the forward, the worst part of my life, I can look back on it and be like, yeah, but damn, that was quite the life, wasn't it? Even the lowest of lows, like that was quite the life, wasn't it? I felt that shit. I lived that shit. I experienced that shit. I was deep in it, man. I was balls deep in it. I could not have been deeper. I was one with it. Me and it were inseparable. That's how deep I was in it. Yeah, it was awful, or yeah, it was beautiful, or yeah, it was anxious, yeah, it was depressing, yeah, it was all those things, but I lived it, man, and I felt it. And I just want you guys to get back to that place, because I know you were there. At some point in our childhoods, when we could find a blade of grass and be absorbed with that blade of grass for 15 minutes, like, I know we can get there. I know we can. I know you are. Good luck. Good luck. What do you guys think? Have you not left that space? Have you always been there? Good on you. I know things like cell phones don't make it easy. Laptops, all the movies. I mean, there's Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime, Amazon Prime, Disney. There's all kinds, and they all slap. Like, don't get me wrong, they all have bangers on them. All of them have bangers on them. You could slip into other worlds. And you do for eternity. And shout out Pisces moons out there. I do love that fantasy realm. I do love slipping into other realms, and I can be there for a really long time. But mine is good too. Yours is good too. The one we inhabit in the real world is fantastic too. Don't slip on that. Don't slip on that. Don't slip on your own internal magic, on your own immediate magic. If you get one thing from this video, that your life is in the smells. It's in the smell of wet dirt. It's in the smell of cold air. It's in the feeling of cold air. It's in the sight of leaves going from green to brown. It's in the sound of wind howling through the trees. Every sense you have is a tie to the physical world. The taste, you taste that pumpkin ale at this time of year, and it brings you into, you smell it, the spices bring you into it. Every sense you have is a tether to your world. It is a gateway to the magic that happens all around you, and I hope you find it. Or I hope you take the things out of the way that let you see it easier. Good luck, man. Good luck. If you made it this far in the video, dope. My name's Keith. Hey, subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. Let me know how you feel. Let me know if you're feeling the seasons yet, because I know they're there. I feel them. I'll see you guys soon, all right? I'll see you guys soon.